NCA in Miami, WMIB-FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
Stowers belts one. High and deep right center field. This one's back, and it's gone.
Miami Marlins baseball is on the air.
The energy and the vibes around here has been great. There's a ton of optimism within that clubhouse.
You're listening to Marlins on Deck.
Guys are coming off a tremendous offseason and ready to get back out on the field and get baseball going.
Let's head out to the ballpark to get you ready for first pitch. Here's your host, Steven Strom.
Well, welcome from the Cacti Park of the Palm Beaches on an 83-degree Sunday afternoon. A beautiful day for baseball. You're listening to Miami Marlins Spring Training Baseball on the radio. This is the 2025 Grapefruit League on the Marlins Radio Network. And this afternoon, we bring you an interleague matchup between the 8-6 Houston Astros and your 3-8-1 Miami Marlins. It's game 16 of 30 spring training games as Clayton McCullough hands the ball over to the 26-year-old right-hander Xavier Curry. Curry goes opposite 31-year-old lefty Framber Valdez, the Astros two-time All-Star and World Series champion. He'll start versus Miami for the second time in 7 days. It all starts at 1:05 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday afternoon with Jack McMullen and AJ Ramos. He decided to join us again here. He's with us all week. I'm Steven Strom. Max Meyer was stellar again last night in his third start of the spring, 2 runs over 3 innings, but really shut it down in that second and third. With that 5th spot in the rotation still up in the air, I asked Clayton McCullough this morning if anyone is pulling away to solidify that spot.
Max Meyer has been very impressive in this camp, and he did it again last night. 3 innings, very efficient, continues to strike with multiple breaking balls. I think some of the ones he threw to left-handed hitters last night to be able to get underneath the barrel. The changeup is also very good. So Max has been, incredibly impressive in this camp. So he's in a great spot, take that down and, feel really good about where he is.
All right, so that was Clayton McCullough on Max Meyer, who really settled in last night, retired 7 of the next 8 batters after he gave up those 2 runs in the first inning. We shall see. Max Meyer, though, looks like he is separating away from what could have been Valente Belloso, who is superb in the second half of the season. Still 2 weeks left, 2 weeks on the dot. Can you believe it? We're almost done here in spring training, but we will keep an eye on that starting rotation in that 5th spot in particular. Let's break here. Up next, we'll deep dive into the matchup on the mound. Framber Valdez has been just absolutely astounding the last couple of seasons. He'll go opposite Xavier Curry. Stick with us. Astros Marlins right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an
Norby hands next to his right ear, ready, and he sends one into left center field. That's in for a base hit. Koperniak picks it up. Run is going to score. Serna wheels around, goes first to third, and Sanoha in on the RBI single from Connor Norby. An older woman picked it up off the ground. Norby rips one into left center. That's in for a base hit. He's got a 2 RBI day. Conine stops at second, and Connor Norby with a multi-RBI day. It's 2-0 in the third. First pitch to Brantley. He rips down the right field line. That is tailing towards the line. It is gone, and it's a home run. A screamer of a line drive. And Rob Brantley parks one towards the Cardinal complex. A 3-run home run, and the Marlins are up 5-0 in the bottom of the third. At third, Edwards at short. Presumably Otto at second. Stowers lines one just over the glove of Mason Wynn at short into center. Around third, Connor Norby heads home and he scores. And it's a 3 spot for the Fish in the 5th. RBI single for Kyle Stowers. No score in the bottom of the first. And Jonah Bride lifts one out to center field and deep. Michael Ciani working back, ranging to right center. He jumps up and it's off the top of the wall. The right fielder Walker picks it up. Bride wheeling around second, headed to third. Wynn's relay throw is not in time, and Jonah Bride has a 2-out triple.
Hey, this is Xavier Edwards here, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, thank you, Xavier Edwards. Back here at the Cacti Park of the Palm Beaches, this is Marlins on Deck. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday afternoon. It's a absolutely stunning day for baseball. Marlins, Astros, Steven Strom, AJ Ramos, and Jack McMullen. Let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start here with Framber Valdez, 31-year-old southpaw, who will strut his way out to the bump for the third time this spring and the second time against the Miami Marlins. He threw on Monday, tossing an inning and 2/3. Xavier Edwards, who was our liner and rejoiner into this segment, doubled off him and plated 2 runs. Valdez is in a walk here, so it's interesting to see how Houston will handle it, and he's looking to become the opening day starter for the 4th straight time. The last time an Astro did that was Roy Oswalt. How about that? That's a good stat here on a Sunday afternoon. Valdez goes opposite Xavier Curry, 26-year-old right-hander in his second season with Miami. We saw him in the second half of last year. He'll make his 3rd appearance and first start of the spring. Curry was DFA'd on February 11th. He was outrighted on February 14th to AAA Jacksonville. He pitched on Monday against New York, 2 frames, 1 unearned run on 2 hits over 36 pitches. Again, Curry was good for the Marlins last year. Only appeared in 9 games. He started 1 in San Francisco and pitched to a 3 ERA over 18 frames of work. So that's your matchup on the mound, Framber Valdez and Xavier Curry. Let's break, and we got some news and notes, some injury updates as well. Stick with us on the Marlins Radio Network.
What do you think this staff can look like?
I mean, it's the same story for every team. I feel like everyone always looks good on paper, right? I mean, we're all really good pitchers, and it's a matter if you're going to show up when it counts,
sure.
You know? So, I mean, I obviously have a really high praise for everyone. I've seen everyone at their best. I've seen a lot of these guys at their worst too. And, I mean, if we're all rolling, we could win a lot of games and just on our pitching staff. And not to mention all the bats we have and all the young guys. And it's going to be really exciting if we can piece it together.
Like Chris Young, 6'10", 255. Chris Young, the current president of baseball operations with the Texas Rangers. I mean, he threw no harder than 90, 91 miles an hour. That one rocketed out to left and deep. Augustin Ramirez leaves the yard. That thing got out in a blink. 113 off the bat. And Augustin Ramirez with his first home run in a Marlins uniform. Does it in the spring. We're tied at 1 in the top of the 9th.
Felt good. Even in the first, it was tough because, my misses, it wasn't like they were non-competitive. They were, catching a piece of the zone. So, those innings, obviously I got to lock in and be a little bit better, but, it's hard to also kick myself when it's I feel like I'm making quality pitches. But it felt good to finish the outing strong, and, all the stuff was playing well. The stuff felt the exact same as my last outing. That's all I could ask for.
Early on in spring for your first outing.
Yep. 1-1 pitch. That one hammered out to right and deep. Cruz looking up, and it's gone. The first home run of the Marlins spring belongs to Matt Mervis, one of the newest Marlins. Pull side, he hammered one to right field, and the Fists are climbing back. The 2-run shot makes it 3-2 in the bottom of the second. At third, Edwards at short, presumably Otto at second. Stowers lines one.
This is Marlins on Deck. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, AJ Ramos. Those two have your call in 7 minutes. We're on StreamYard today as well. Fox Sports 940 Miami. Julian Barbosa on the 1s and 2s. We got you ahead of the count, Framber Valdez and Xavier Curry. We got an injury update for you as well. We have not seen Nick Fortes with that quad contusion. We will see him tomorrow. The Marlins have a split squad. He will play in that earlier afternoon game, so good to see Nick Fortes back in action. The other thing I must plug, Clayton's Corner, episode 3, a lot of good juicy stuff from there. We talked about Sandy and the potential innings limit report that we saw. Make sure to check it out. We also talked about the fifth spot in the rotation, whether that be Max Meyer or Valente Belloso, who's sort of pulling away as of right now. So make sure to check that out on X, YouTube, or everywhere. Marlins Podcasts, Spotify, Apple, wherever you consume your pods. You know where to find us. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints the picture. AJ Ramos, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner, 18 days away from opening day. And before I sign off, actually, loud Marlins fan, we're thinking of you, and we are very much hoping that you recover and you are there for opening day, Skeens versus Sandy. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Miami Marlins spring training baseball is next. This is the Marlins Radio Network.